Is this mic on? Is this beard on? Ho! What's up, fam? I hope you're ready for this burly, delicious sack. Let's go. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. What's going on, fam? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with some more nuts on yo chin. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. And thank you so much for tuning into the podcast. I know a lot of you are brand new to the channel, so make sure you check the links down below for the Daily Swole podcast. I go live every single day. We talk about this, do Q&As, do all sorts of topics with the Swole fam, and much more. All the details down below in the description. I want to go over a couple positive and real life situations that our members are going through. And I want to talk about a couple different things because there are a lot of positives that are going to come out of this situation. A lot of you have to stay at home. Most of us, I have to stay at home. My gym's closed, your gym's closed. And we have to adjust and adapt to this new style of living. We have to adjust to having limitations, to training at home, lifting at home, using different equipment, adjusting our goals. I just finished a workout, I did some kettlebell stuff, I did some arms today, I did some yoga earlier, some meditation, and I've made previous videos about what you can do at home, and I really think that this can actually benefit people. I'm not talking about the sick, I don't want anyone to die, I don't want anyone to have problems, but I mean in terms of your fitness and your handling of your own psychology, I feel like this situation is really the challenge that we all need. We need the ability to go within. We need the ability to be alone. We need the ability to reassess and reformulate who we are as people and how strong we are and how resilient we are. You can turn this situation to a positive. Practice yoga, practice meditation, train in a way that you maybe never could before or never really gave much attention to. You could do more kettlebell stuff if you have a kettlebell. You could do more band work if you have bands. And you can buy these anywhere. You could buy them on Craigslist, on OfferUp, on Letgo, on Amazon. There's still tons and tons of places where you can get bands and that very, very simple mass-produced equipment. You can find a lot of that stuff everywhere. You just have to work a little bit harder right now because Amazon and these shipping companies are just overwhelmed, but you can do a lot of things at home with minimal equipment. Now, let me be clear. In terms of making progress, you have to adjust your goals. If you don't have the same exact equipment that you do at your gym, you're not going to make the same exact gains. You're not going to get the same exact results if you don't have the same exact equipment. You will get the results based on what you do in terms of overload, in terms of the equipment used, in terms of the angles, in terms of the volume, in terms of your intensity. A lot of people don't train as hard when they're at home. They have distractions. You have kids. You know, what's great about the Swole fam is this past week we launched kids yoga inside the Swolenormous X yoga studio. And now all the members are posting videos of them training with their children and doing yoga with their kids, which is fantastic. But as we all know, as great as that is to get them involved, it's fantastic. But you know you're going to get a different workout if you're training with your 5-year-old than if you're training by yourself. So, you know, blasting music or having the same amount of weight, smashing, clanging and banging, whatever you're doing, obviously you have to adjust your expectations, which is important. Adjust your expectations, but that's why you can go all in on meditation, all in on yoga, and really focus on these other areas and other body parts that maybe you've been neglecting. Let's go over a couple stories because this is going to relate to a lot of you and give you some more perspective and some things to talk about during this time, because it's not all, you know, vinegary nuts on chin. It's not all rage. It's not all people in line for McDonald's, like that stupid shit I talked about in the podcast yesterday. In the UK, the last day before the lockdown, everyone's lying around the fucking block to get more shit food to trash your fucking health more. So yeah, a lot of winners out there. So check this out. From a brand new member, Courtney, she says, obviously being on lockdown means lots of home workouts, but I also thought that meant I couldn't do any warm-ups. I usually warm up on the treadmill or elliptical, but seeing as I have neither, I thought I was shit out of luck, but I decided to just walk around my tiny ass studio apartment for 15 minutes as a warm-up. I feel a little ridiculous, but it's better than nothing. Huge fucking shout out to Courtney. Just to do something as, it seems so asinine just walking around, but what's the difference? You're getting your cardiovascular system going, you're sending blood to the muscles, you're getting warmed up. Do a little yoga flow, do a little mobility flow, do some push-ups, some pull-ups, some upward, downward dog, walk. Do some squats, do a couple burpees, like just fucking move, get your heart rate up. That's fantastic. And I think we assume that we're gonna look dorky or we're gonna look foolish. It's like, look foolish, get over yourself, no one cares, get yours. So huge props to Courtney, and just goes to show that if you're complaining, oh, but I don't have space, I have a studio apartment. Courtney's fucking walking around her studio apartment. Do some bear crawls, do some squat walks. Like, you can do a lot of stuff in a small space. You don't even need any space for yoga. all of yoga will happen on the mat. If you have enough space for a yoga mat, you have enough space for a full body workout. I mean, think. Put that effort in. You have the time. This is another one. This is going straight to the heart of what's going on with our transportation system and people that are still fucking working. So I want to take a moment here to give my support and some gorilla grunts to everyone that's working transport, to doctors, nurses, ER, paramedics, people that are taking out the trash, sanitation, people that are working at Walgreens, prescriptions, working at supermarkets, pretty much anyone. I know a lot of you aren't able to work because maybe you were laid off, and I'm sorry to hear that, but those of you that are still working, any job, myself included, anyone who is contributing to the economy, to producing services that people need and want, to keeping this country going. We're all in this together. There's no job that's too small right now. There's nothing that's insignificant. We have to keep on moving forward as a community, as a global community, as a country community, and of course your local communities, and here with the Swole Fam. So this is a little bit of an insight into that, and this is from Tim, and he says, delivered one maxed out trailer of produce to a Sprouts, and that's a grocery store, and been waiting over an hour or two for my next one. Kinda wishing I was sitting at home quarantined so I can see my wife and baby more. However, the world's gotta keep on ticking. So right there, he wants to be home. He's out there delivering your fucking food. Okay? And these are people that normally do this, that are normally delivering your fucking food. But not only that, you're out in the world, you're at risk being out around people. You're just at a risk when you're around people that could, have the coronavirus and could subject you to that. So there's a risk, and, big respect to that. And he says, I wish all the panic buyers and hoarders understood the repercussions their choices have. The warehouse workers are more worked and stressed because of more orders and being short-staffed. That stress makes them more vulnerable to getting sick, so more risk of being further short-staffed. This also causes delays in loading, meaning it takes longer to get product to stores. It also messes with our schedules, causing some truckers not to be able to take their scheduled loads, meaning more delays. To the fam that's staying home, please bond with loved ones, cook homemade healthy food, exercise, do yoga, and play some games for those like me who are still out here. In other news, our first kid, a little girl, is turning 1 next month, so I'm very excited every time I come home to see the little ways she's grown. Much respect to you, Tim. Thank you so much for doing what you're doing. Show some love for Tim down in the comments. I mean, Tim and everyone else that's slaving away. We're talking everyone that's on the front lines in the medical community, everyone from police to dispatch, fucking everyone. People that are delivering the masks, the respirators, the food. I mean, this is stuff that I think we're all going to appreciate a lot more just on a day-to-day, because this happens all the time. Before the coronavirus, these people, Tim was still delivering food to Sprouts. He was still picking up deliveries and driving around the country. I mean, all these things, doctors, nurses, paramedics, everyone was still doing the same shit. Now, all of a sudden, they're working overtime, but these are positions that in times of crises like this, people are hustling. People are still getting it done. So if you think that all is lost, if you think you're so miserable and you have it so bad because you have to stay in your nice house or your nice apartment, when I say nice, it doesn't mean you have to be living in a fucking 50-foot skyrise in a city overlooking a sunset. It means that you are in the United States or in a nice country, wherever that is, and you're not starving. You're not without shelter. You have the fucking internet. Like, we have it made. So just the fact that we can still communicate and the world doesn't completely stop, like we can still do all this kind of stuff. We can still make YouTube videos. We can still post and comment and FaceTime. I mean, just living in Florida, I know what it's like to have the world stop, but there's no power because of hurricanes. But at least you know that's coming. You can prepare for it. And the kind of hoarding, the rushes on the supermarkets and the limitations, it's kind of like a hurricane, but there's still power. So in many, many ways, it's much better than a hurricane because without power, things get fucking uncomfortable. Considering hurricane seasons in the summer, and when you don't have power, you're sweating fucking balls when it's 95 degrees in Florida. And here's another positive comment from another member of the Swole Fam, Sherry, and she says, Michigan here. Hey there, fam. Continuing the 90-day dash, that's a program inside Swolenormous X. Today I did yoga and a walk along the river with my son. I'm feeling positive, loving the connection as always with the Swole Fam, and getting outside for a long walk, breathing in nature is the tits. Stay swole strong, fam. 7 pillars all damn day, every damn week, we got this. And I 110,000% agree. This is a challenge to everyone, but I really don't think that it's as severe as a lot of people are making. A lot of people are using this as an excuse to not do anything, as an excuse to complain more, as an excuse to be like, I'm so bored, I'm so depressed, what am I gonna fucking do? You're gonna do exactly what every single one of us has to do. Get through it. We will get through it. It's your choice if you are going to be low mood, depressed, victimizing yourself, whining, complaining, bored. Really bored? Bored? Like, that's an insult to people that are going through real fucking hardship with all this. You're fucking bored because you get to stay home and watch Netflix? You can start a business. You can write a blog. You can, again, journal. You can draw. You can paint. You can go for a walk if you're allowed. You can do yoga. You can meditate. You can exercise. You can watch a movie. You can watch a documentary. You can go online and take some online courses, learn how to video edit, do some transcription. You can learn how to do X, Y, and Z. You can, like, anything. Anything you could have done, just do it online. Do what you love. Now is your chance to do all the stuff. Clean out your closet, vacuum your floors, rearrange some shit, have a conversation, call that friend that you haven't talked to in a while, FaceTime. There's so much stuff to do. You just can't what? Go to the restaurant and stuff your fat face. You can't go get fast food. You can't go to the mall or to the fucking movies. Happy hour. Like, what do you normally do that's so exciting? What do you normally do that's so exciting that you can't do right now? You can still go outside. You just can't go outside in groups of 50 or 10 and go spit on each other. You can fucking still go do things. You don't have to be a bump on a log. You don't have to be all depressed and whining, complaining, and wah. No one wants to hear that shit. We have to do better. We have no fucking choice. So what are your thoughts? I want to give some big shout out again to all the first responders, everyone working at supermarkets, transportation, nurses, hospital, fucking paramedics, police, fire, everyone. I'm missing so many people, but drop it down below. If you're working right now, if you're working in one of these fields, what's your situation? What do you think about all this? Special shout out to all you people. Thank you so much for taking the risk, in this climate to keep on doing your job and do it knowing that you are an essential part of the supply chain and just of society. So much love for myself and from the entire Swole fam to you. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed these nuts in your chin. Drop your comment down below. What do you think? What is your job? What are you doing right now? What are you seeing on the streets? What's your current situation? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your thoughts with people whining, complaining? Time to step up. Time to fucking toughen up and be more resilient because we have no other option. For those of you that are interested in practicing yoga, learning more about meditation, starting with home training programs, we have dumbbell, band, kettlebell, yoga, we have body weight exercise. We got tons of stuff inside Swolenormous X. It's all available. Swolenormousx.com. Got the Swole at Home special going on right now. No setup fees. You can get 3-month, get annual. You can even join the Swole fam for less than $3. We got a lot of great stuff coming to Swole TV for all of you members, including Driving While Gaining Uncensored. We got more Procasts coming. We got more Swolenormous Raw coming. We have also more Swole Motions. All that stuff is on the docket. A lot of new things coming, a lot of new programming coming, and more Scorched Earth for those of you that are members still crushing it. But love you all. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace out, fam.
Hey, all of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swolio put nuts on their chin, like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey, like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is gray. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury.